So guys, this is the part 2 of let's cut and sew a trouser. So if you are coming across my page for the first time, my name is Anthony and I am a tailor. So today is the 13th of our relaunch series. So please guys, don't forget to follow, like, share, comment. So now let's begin. So we're starting with the waistline measurement. The waistline is divided by 4. So the waistline is 30 divided by 4, 7.5. So the next thing I do is to get my hip point. For my hip point, I divide the distance between the waistline and the crotch line. Then half of that distance is my hip point. So for the hip is 36 inches. 36 divided by 4 gives us 9 inches. So right there, I measure my 9 inches as seen in the video. So the next thing I'm going to measure is my thigh or lap measurement, which is 22 divided by 2 gives us 11. Now, after marking my point 11, I'm going to connect the lines. Mind you, I am not connecting from the waistline. I am only connecting the hip line and my thigh point together. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm going to make a dart, and that dart will compensate for not using the waistline, for not connecting the waistline. So I'll make a curve from the thigh to the hip point. So the next thing I'm going to measure now is my knee, which is divided by 2. My knee is 16. Divided by 2 gives us 8. You can see I'm marking my 8 from the line that I ruled 2 inches above my knee point. So that is where the curve will come in. So for my round leg is 14 divided by 2 gives us 7. So you can see I am marking it from the hemming line just below the round leg, the trouser length. So I also trace it 7. And now after, I'm going to connect my lines. In connecting my lines, I rule a straight line, that is from the point where I marked my round leg measurement, which is 7 inches, that is 14 divided by 2, 7. I rule a straight line to meet my knee point, the main knee point, not the one I added 2 inches. So I rule a straight line to meet there. Just you see, it's just crossing it a little bit. Then I connect my thigh point or my lap point to that 2 inches that I marked just above my knee point. You can see there. So from there now, I make that curve. Make sure there are no edges, as this would affect the shape of your trouser. It should be curved moderately. You can see no edges. It's just a slight curve. Now looking at this draft, you can tell from the shape that this trouser is going to come out well. Looking at the draft, you can tell from the shape that it's going to come out well. So the next thing I do is to cut. And as I'm cutting just after my chalk, because of course I'm going to weave. So if you cut on the chalk or inside the chalk, when you weave, you're going to find out that you are short of your initial measurement. So just try to cut outside your chalk. So please don't forget to follow, don't forget to like, don't forget to share. So if you are coming across my page for the first time, my name is Anthony and I am a tailor. So guys, you can see I am marking the back side of the fabric. So moving on to the back piece of this fabric. So I just had to switch my camera to the other side. Now in cutting the back piece, I place my front piece on the fabric, and what I did next was just to cut in accordance to the shape, the front side of my front piece, that is the crotch side where the zip will be fixed on. I just cut cut the same, you understand? So you just trace cut the same So like I said, everybody have their different method. So this is the method that I use that works for me. So I trace cut just as you've seen in the video, no stress. You can see me keeping out some pieces of this fabric because I'll be using them later. When sewing the trouser. So the next thing I did was to mark 2 inches from the back end of my front piece. That is to say, the back piece is 2 inches wider than the front piece, just as you have seen. So I'm marking 2 inches from the back end of my front piece. You can see I'm marking 2 inches. So that is to say that the back piece is 2 inches wider than the front piece. This is the method I use when sewing or cutting a trouser. So after that, I align these lines and I cut. You make sure that you cut from the same bottom length as the front piece. You cut your back piece from the same bottom length. So guys, for some of us that would be asking or that may want to know why I added 2 inches. Some tailors add 3 inches, some tailors add 2.5. The reason why I added 2 inches is because I'm going to stitch it ½ inch when sewing. So stitching 2 pieces ½ inch makes it 1 inch, and stitching the other side ½ inch makes it 1 inch. That is a total of 2 inches. So you can see why I added 2 inches, because I am stitching at ½ inch intervals for the 4 pieces of this trouser. So now for the top part of the back piece, I added 1.5 inches from that crotch, from the top of the crotch point. From the top of the crotch point, I added 1.5 inches and drew a slant line to meet the back part of my back piece. In other words, what I'm saying is that the back piece is, for me, what I use for me is 1.5 inches higher than the front piece. You can decide to use 2 inches higher. Every tailor and their own method, okay? For me, I use 1.5 inches, okay, higher than the front piece, slantly. You can see I'm cutting it slantly. That is to say, the back end of the front piece and the back end of the back piece are of the same height, okay? So looking at this now, you know that this trouser is good to go, okay? It's well drafted. So guys, if you like the tutorial, please comment part 3. The part 3, I'll be taking us to the sewing phase of this trouser. So guys, don't forget to follow, like, share, and if you are coming across my page for the first time, today is day 13th of our relaunch series, and my name is Bobson Ukeme Anthony, and I am a tailor.